Welcome back, everybody, to World Warrior Pro Tour. We are here with the undisputed champion of Canada West, moving on to the World Capcom Pro Tour, Mike X!
Mike X, the God, man, the God, and you proved everyone right, man. We was talking to you about this last time. You've improved so much in this set and throughout this tournament series. I mean, we were just talking about how long of a journey it's been now with 6 weeks of this pro tour. I mean, how are you feeling right now, man? Just tell us about your emotions right away.
I'm super relieved, and there was a lot of stress and preparation that went into this. There was a lot of missed relaxing evenings spent grinding instead. So I'm super glad that it culminated in winning, and the whole goal the whole time was to make Capcom Cup, and I finally did it. So I'm feeling great.
It's well deserved, man. I always ask you this: was your fiance Brienne, was she watching this time, or did she fall asleep? She was watching. Nice.
Yeah. She stayed up for this one.
That's awesome. Shout outs. Thank you for watching.
Shout out Brienne.
And it was pretty dominant fashion for you, 3-0 all the way through. But you mentioned, it's stressful. You had to lab, you had to practice. Was there a person you were looking forward to fighting, or a person you weren't looking forward to fighting throughout this bracket?
Well, Nate Banks is always fun to play against. Like, we'll usually play long sets, like outside of upcoming weeks for these events. But Marissa's always really scary to play against. I know Zero Blast is scary to play against with a lot of the crazy reads and stuff like that. But I wasn't super worried, but I knew I had to prep for every one of these players just in case.
Yeah, tell me a little bit about this. I know we asked you this last time, but it seems like you were pretty much almost fully committed to Ken. What has been the change? Because there was, week 3 when you first won, you were like, Luke's my character. I love the damage he does. I love the way, he feels. I like him in neutral. And then now the Ken seems to be a little bit more dominant in a lot of your matchups. It seems like you're using him more. What's been that change? What really determined that switch to Ken from Luke?
Honestly, it's kind of a day by day. Sometimes one of the characters won't be feeling as good, so I'll be going with the other one. Some are just specific matchup dependent, like Nate Banks. Marissa, I feel like Marissa's kind of even because Gladius is a really good tool for most of his buttons. So I feel more comfortable having Ken, especially because he has standing jab to interrupt Superman punch and Luke's standing jab 7 frames. So
wow. Yeah.
Stuff like that's just, it's kind of matchup dependent now. I almost put about a 50-50 amount of time into both characters.
Oh, good to know. I love that. I gotta quickly ask you, sorry, Suika, I'll let you jump in there. I got so many questions for Mike.
No, by all means, go nuts.
So, Mike, I don't have to put you on the spot here. You just won 3,500 American dollars. We know what that is here in the Canadian Monopoly money, where
Big
maple
rent.
syrup and healthcare is free. That's a lot of money here in Canadian, all right?
Yes.
What are your plans with some of this cash flow? You gonna take Brienne out to a date or something? I gotta use your expenses here and plan and vouch for her here.
Well, we got a big dinner that we're gonna go to now because it was my birthday actually a couple days ago, and I said,
happy birthday!
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I said, we'll wait until after these regionals, and then we'll see how good of a dinner it gets to be. So I was hoping for the good one. So I know there'll be some stakes involved for sure.
How do you take your steak?
Mid rare.
That's what I want to hear.
Nice.
And if anyone in the chat disagrees, I'm banning you.
Do you have any questions, Suika, or you want me to keep firing off?
No, keep firing off.
All
I'm
right.
enjoying this. I'm still trying
I'm
to
going to
process
keep
my own
going
questions,
here.
to be
All right,
honest.
so you're going into Capcom Cup. What do how's the preparation going to be? How are you feeling towards going into Capcom Cup? And, is it still going to be kind of like a feeling of characters, or are you going to just dedicate it to one? You're representing not only Saskatchewan now. All the Saskatchewan boys are probably on their feet right now, but you're now representing all of Canada West. You got to let us know.
The prep almost will be the same. I don't know how much in advance people are letting known their groups, because obviously there's specific player research to be done there. But I kind of just keep entering these online weeklies and keep trying to get better each time I play, and have a goal in mind each time I'm turning the game on.
do you think you're going to be going alone, or you think you're going to bring the Saskatchewan Goon Squad with you? I just want to know how much you guys goon over there.
I'm gonna play by feel to see who wants to commit the time. It's quite Capcom Cup's pretty long amount of days this time, but I'm just super excited for all of it. It's surreal for me right now.
That's awesome. It is well deserved. Suika, you have any more questions?
Well, yeah, you got third on week 1, second on week 2, first all the weeks. You've been insane throughout. Are there other players that have been coaching or teaching you as you've been going through, or is there been like a support group to kind of like get that growth expedited, or is it all been a solo bolo for you?
I'll like kind of pop into some streamers chats and ask for sets or whatever, or usually anytime I have any matchup questions or whatever, I'll pop in and ask some players that I'm like who know who I am and stuff like that. But and vice versa, like if anybody has any specific questions or wants to run sets, I'm always down. Like I've played Uriel Valorio, I'm sure you guys have heard of him. I played him like 40 games the other night, so it's just whoever's available for it, but most of the time it's just me.
That's the power. That's the power of good net play, everyone.
Yeah.
Feel free to you see their Twitter right down there. Ping him for games.
No, and I love your mindset on that too. It's a learning lesson for all of us to know. Just ask for sets, play as much as you can, and ask questions. Right? Like, look at this. Now your Twitter might blow up, man. Some of you guys can just ask Mike X for some sets here, and might lose 40-0, but I'm sure you'll learn a thing or two. Well, Mike X, congratulations. We cannot be more proud of you. Even though you're a Saskatchewan boy, we feel like you are one of our own, and we will be rooting for you all throughout Capcom Cup.
Thank you.
The man.
Thank you.
Awesome. Well, that is going to wrap it up for us here. Suika, it has been such an honor to commentate these last many months with you. And it's actually quite emotional for me here to close us off for the last time for Canada West. Thank you all so much for watching. You're all the best. And any last words, Suika?
It's been quite the journey, and I'm glad that I got to take this journey with you, Bear, as old friends, of course, and I never thought I'd end up in a seat here under the Level Up banner. So shouts to Level Up Live for allowing us this opportunity and allowing me an opportunity to growth here in the Street Fighter 6 scene. I hope you guys enjoyed our show. I hope you guys enjoyed the Level Up show. And they're not done, mind you. We're done, but they're not done, Bay. Rudy, can you tell us what is coming up?
It is, I believe, on November 15th, next Wednesday. We have the US West Finals. So, there's been a lot of back and forth over there with Strider, with JB, with Krista Tarian. A lot on the line here, again, for the Capcom Pro Tour spot. So you definitely want to follow Level Up Live. Don't want to go anywhere. But we are going to go away here, and it has been such an honor and a pleasure to be casting for all of you. As a goodbye for Canada West Coast. We will see you all in the next one.
Peace.